is the identity of this hybrid human? Cut off the head and transplant it into someone else's body. What do you think? The modern version of the Frankenstein experiment. We live in an era where head transplants aren't bullshit at all. The reason you feel uncomfortable with the word head transplant is probably because ethical issues arise. But all technology has always come with ethical issues. In 1954, when Dr. Jose Murray performed the world's first kidney transplant, there was tremendous criticism for acting against nature and acting as a god. Give me the words. Head esophagus may be the only hope for a desperate patient with general paralysis or terminal cancer. Let's say we will treat the disease by giving the patient the body of a lion. Thinking this way, you will change your mind. But this head transplant is still a controversial and complete technique. During the Soviet surgery in the 1950s, Dr. Vladimir Demy transplanted a crab's head to another crab. To be precise, the upper body with 4 limbs was implanted to create a crab with 2 heads, and the American neurosurgeon Robert White was inspired by this. In 1970, monkeys with 2 heads were successful as well. The monkey was able to react to each and every help and eat it and live for 9 days. Professor Xiaoping Ren succeeded in head transplant on mice for the first time in the world and using polyethylene glycol. The monkey's head transplant was also successful in 2016. A Russian computer programmer Valery Spiridonov volunteered to have a head transplant in 2015. He suffered from a fatal hypertrophy muscle atrophy, so he used the joystick to move his wheelchair. Even doctors said that he should have died long ago. He knows the dangers of surgery, but he wants to sacrifice his life for the sake of science. He said he was ready, but he refused the implant later on. Maybe, go ahead and replace the old body and live forever. And even if all of these problems are really solved, finally, the ethical problem remains. This hybrid head will be recognized by the body of another person. The cells of the body donor will be more than the sperm it produces. Conclusively, made up of your donor's genetic information. So what is the identity of this hybrid human?